Man Tools is brought to you by EXO Auto Works. EXO Auto Works is Colorado Springs' home of the $40 synthetic blend oil change. Call now, 719-375-3232, or visit exoautoworks.com to make your appointment.
Call us today in order to schedule your $80 wheel alignment on most vehicles.
Enharmonic Studios. Enharmonic Studios is a hybrid digital analog facility designed to be quality and affordable to anyone who wants to make history. Call today, 719-963-2020, or go to facebook.com/Enharmonic Studios. Trevor's Beard is brought to you by The Beard Struggle. The Beard Struggle is my go-to for beard hygiene and styling products, so you should click the link below and use the code TLANE15, that's TLANE15, for 15% off your order. Madrid Maintenance. Madrid Maintenance offers excellent handyman services in the Colorado Springs area, starting at just $35 an hour. You can reach them by phone at 719-963-2020 or online at facebook.com/Madrid Maintenance. The Tool Bar, our new line of handmade soap produced in partnership with Crafts by Carolyn Lane, available on Etsy. This soap packs a punch of manly scent like oak and fig, fresh cut lumber, cedar, and more masculine fragrances being developed all the time. With the soft touch of natural oils to cleanse and moisturize, use the link below to buy the Tool Bar now. Once you try it, you'll never want to wash with anything else.
But we can't get those things on our own. Raul helped build this organization with the understanding that the diversity of this community, as distinct as the Bogotas of the Bronx, as beautiful as the blossoms of Miami, and as unique as the breakfast tacos here in San Antonio.
Live from EXO Auto Works. Streaming all over the world.
We're coming for you, globalists!
It's your weekly dose of toxic masculinity.
Toxic masculinity.
Toxic masculinity.
With Eric Madrid.
Because if too many people are just running around with their dicks out, it's called the Harambe variant.
And Trevor Lane.
No. Of Karens.
It's Man Tools.
Hello, everybody. Yes, it is Man Tools. There we go. Helps if I use the right fader. How's everybody doing this evening? As you can see, I'm joined by Time Warp Eric, or whatever we decided that was. Green screen problems all the time. I really had this kind of sorted out. I think that's about as good as it'll get. Well, welcome to Man Tools. As you know, we were out last week, and that is because I went on a vacation with my family. And as requested by Mr. Eric, even though he's not here, you're going to get a little slideshow of my vacation. So, we went to the beautiful Steamboat Springs, Colorado. Nice little 4-hour drive. 6 if you go the wrong way coming back like I did. But, yeah, it was wonderful. We had a great time.
Spent a lot of time in the pool, as you can see there with the girls. Pool, hot tub. The resort was beautiful. I gotta say, I wouldn't say that buying a timeshare is good financial advice, but it is. If you use it, it's nice. So, a lot of time in the pool. Very nice pools. They have like 3 or 4 pools. This is at a restaurant in town because Tootsie Roll wanted to try. I think we got a picture of it. Bubble tea. So we went to this Asian, all things Asian restaurant. It was very nice. Had some fried oysters because the way the timeshare place works is you have a full kitchen, so we just bring groceries and don't plan on like eating out, which is nice. Saves quite a bit of cash doing it that way. And then Carolyn tried it. I was not down for the bubble tea, boba tea, whatever it is. This joint was a chocolate factory. It was really nice as well. Very good chocolate stuff. And the girls got themselves a little bit of jewelry for a souvenir. That is the view from our room, which is pretty spectacular. That's the sauna. Nope, we're skipping that one. That's me and the wife in the sauna. Let's see. And this is a shot from the pool where we thought the bear might climb over the fence and come hang out with us. I started banging around pool furniture and shouting, and he eventually decided that that was not where he wanted to be. This is a shot from our balcony where apparently it appeared that the bear lived in the balcony underneath us. So we were on the second floor, and under the first floor balcony, there was enough space for him to get in there. And according to reports, that was where what he was calling home. So, God help you if you happen to get that room. And then this is the actual springs that the steamboat springs are named after. That was pretty cool. I found it a little gross. There was like a slick of oil from everyone's sunscreen, which you had to wear. But yeah, it's a little disgusting. There's one of the other springs that the girls are hanging out in. So yeah, it was a nice, relaxing little 5 days out in Steamboat Springs. So apologize for not doing a live show last week, but hopefully everyone checked out the best of 2022 so far. Some good interviews in there. Anthony Zenhauser, Christoph Weigert. Who else do we have? The Retrospection Radio guy, Noah Martin. And Colorado Springs Wrestling folks in that. So nice little look back on what we've done so far this year. And I hope folks enjoyed that in lieu of an actual live show. And with that, we're going to get into the news. News tonight is brought to you by Credit Nerd. Get your credit score and report for just $1 for a 7-day trial period. And then you can do continuous monitoring and reporting with them for a small fee that they then share with us if you use our special URL, which is credit-nerd.pxf.io tools/man-tools, or you can use that little QR code down there and get signed up today. On with the first story. Microtransactions have become a thing in almost all industries. And now the auto industry is seems like they might jump on board. BMW has started selling heated seat subscriptions for $18 a month. That's right. This is an interesting idea. And actually, I guess it hasn't started in the US yet. It's being tested in some other countries, it appears. One that we know for sure, according to this article, that is happening is South Korea. But apparently, potentially, it's also the UK, Germany, New Zealand, and South Africa. This is an unusual idea. What they seem to be moving toward is when you buy a BMW from now on, basically, you know how it used to be that you'd buy a car, we're talking a new car, and there would be things that were standard, and then there were options. And options could be stuff like, here's a perfect example. This has changed a little, but it used to be, the reason they called it a standard transmission was because most cars came standard with a manual transmission. It was an option, costed extra to get it an automatic. Another option way back was a CD player. A lot of cars didn't come with CD players. So it's this sort of thing where, and now I guess heated seats would be an option. BMW is moving toward all of those things are in there. They just don't get turned on unless you sign up for the monthly subscriptions. So they haven't done it in the United States, and I suspect this is why. If you outright own something, I don't think it would be a crime if you hacked something like that. So if you figured out a way to just make the heated seats be available, I don't think BMW would have any recourse, because we have very, private property is very, at least for now, still very valued in the United States, and we have laws that protect that sort of thing. There are laws coming out. I've read about a number of states that are getting passing right to repair laws. So stuff like phones, where they're built in a way that, oh, it's tough shit, you just have to get a new phone. They're like, no, you have to allow people to repair their shit, because if you own it, you can do what you want to it. So I'm not sure that this could work legally in the United States, but the auto industry obviously has a powerful lobby like every other big industry. They could look at, passing laws that say, even though you own the car, you cannot hack, it's a crime to hack the heated seats or any of the other options that they might do subscriptions for. One of the ones was the automatic high beams, which I didn't even know was a thing. So I guess there are cars now where you're driving down the road, and if you have your headlights on, it can sense traffic coming, and if your high beams are on, it'll automatically dim them until the traffic goes by, and then it'll come back up on high beams. You might have to pay for that. Another one was they call it adaptive cruise control. It's not quite as cool as the Tesla autopilot, but I guess that is where the car can sense, again, what's going on in front of it. And if there's a slowdown, the cruise control will automatically slow down or deactivate. And again, that's an option that potentially could be in the car. It just won't be turned on unless you've signed up to pay the monthly fee. Oh, what a time we live in. Very unusual, I feel, but we'll see. Strange stuff. $18 a month for your heated seats. Oh yeah. Or there are some options within that that can save you money. Apparently, you can subscribe for a year for 180. So they're giving you, what, 2 months free? 3 years for 300, another little break. Or you could get unlimited access for 415. And I'm curious there, if you sell the car, do they continue to have unlimited access? Or is it like, oh, yeah, EXO says they love the auto high beam feature. I agree. I assume that's Michael. That is cool, but I wouldn't want to have to pay a subscription to have it work. That's fucking ridiculous. Very strange. And again, like I don't know that this would work in the US because we do have laws that protect private property. So if you own the car outright, I don't see how they can prevent you from, if you can hack it, I'm not sure that would be a crime. So interesting times we live in. This story, yeah, hackers will always win. They will. Which in this case, I think is a good thing. That's not always a good thing, but in this case, it is a good thing because I would not want to be stuck having to pay a subscription fee for something that I bought. Yeah, I don't know if it's in there. I don't see how they can stop you from using it if you can hack it. So, anyways, this next story is wild. I have to say. It's hard to read that headline the way it came out, but it says a West Virginia woman woke up from a 2-year coma after being, as this says, basically hacked to fucking pieces. It's crazy. She was like found in her, I'm not even sure how or why they went looking for her, but she was found in her own home, sitting on her couch, and had been attacked with like a meat cleaver or a hatchet. She lived, but she went into a coma for 2 years. So she is now 51. So this happened when she was like 49. Well, the police got a phone call from her care facility saying that she had regained consciousness and could at least answer yes or no questions. So they rushed down there, and through the series of yes or no questions, come to find out that she says her brother did it. That's right, her brother. Police never recovered the weapon, according to a spokesperson for, let's see, where is this? Jackson County. Oh, yeah, we said West Virginia. Sheriff. One witness reported seeing her brother on her porch at around midnight the night before she was discovered. There were no phone records, surveillance footage, or witnesses outside of Palmer's home. Police investigated several people but could never file charges. Well, a couple of weeks ago, that changed. Daniel Palmer III, 55, that's the brother, was arrested Friday and charged with attempted murder and malicious wounding. On Friday, according to arrest records, yeah, that's weird. Arrested Friday on Friday, according to arrest records obtained by CNN. He's been arraigned and assessed with a bond of $500,000. Who said it's unclear how he pleaded. I'm not sure why that would be. I would think that would be readily available. But I don't know. It's pretty fucked up, man. Pretty messed up. Now, my question is this dude just her brother, or is he also her uncle, father, cousin? Because it's West Virginia. And finally in the news, fellas, thanks to the LGBTQIA B, C, D, E, F, G agenda, we are once again proving that we're better at everything, including being women. Leah Thomas, of course, the transgender swimmer who came to fame by moving from number, 462 as a man to number 1 as a woman in NCAA swimming, has been nominated by her university to be the NCAA Woman of the Year. Can't make this up. The Woman of the Year. Well, this month will be, on that note, this month, our members only locals video will be us watching and reacting to the movie What is a Woman. So perhaps we will get to some answers about how and why some of this stuff is going on, and whether or not, maybe we'll find out whether or not Leah Thomas is indeed a woman. The NCAA certainly thinks so. All right, that's enough news. We are going to get into some cool stuff. Oh, that's not the cool stuff. This is the cool stuff. Check this out. I might be getting a new job.
Entertainment is a crowded market, but I found a niche. I'm Fran Carter, and I run a dad bod strip club. Here at the Thermostat, we're about what women really want. We're sick of the Brads and the Chads who ghost you and break your heart. We have thick, cuddly dudes with emotional availability. Our regulars are mostly in their 30s. They've dated guys with abs before, sure, but they're over it. Now the fantasy is the pleasure-giving dad bod male. Someone who knows their way around your body and a Home Depot. We cater to every aspect of the dad bod fantasy. We have the snuggle room, where you can curl up with a dad bod and watch romantic comedies. Hell, some of my guys don't even dance. They just open tight pickle jars. Women love it. Guy makes a fortune.
That's great.
Sent through college with that money. There's also the IKEA dance for customers that get off on watching guys assemble, disassemble, and reassemble furniture. That's Dre. Stripper name's Alan Wrench. Very handy man.
Alan Wrench.
We installed all the poles here.
It's a very
and
clever.
a shelf in my house. Nice guy.
Now for your viewing pleasure, please welcome to stage Tommy Bermuda.
We have the full range of dance talent here. Guys with wild stripper moves, and guys who just do the lawnmower. Some women like to watch men actually parent, so we invented the Bjorn dance.
Great. Not sure about that.
Might be a bit ahead of its time. And of course, weekend mornings are huge for us because Daddy makes pancakes. Early birds get here, 6 a.m. I tell all my male friends, you gotta come and see the truth. You don't have to look like Tom Hardy to drive women wild. As long as you can change a tire and have nice nail beds, honey, you're a snack. And of course, the traditional male stripping community is awful to them. They call my guys chubby losers who look like they work at Sprint.
Not chipping.
I'll show you a chubby loser. Back of my fist. I guess my guys threaten people because they stand for something, you know? They're not just swaying their moves to yacht rock. They're informed. They're political. Some of them don't even dance to music. They dance to podcasts.
From Seattle People's Radio, this is Beginnings. I'm your host, Jake Dugan.
But I'm running a business here, so I keep a close eye on what my guys eat. Get that poison out of your body! We want DILFs, not twinks in this club. If I see one more piece of arugula in my club, what is this, balsamic? I want ranch, dressing only. Drink your beer, eat the donut, preferably with the cream inside.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah, Michael, I'll have to check out that Bill Burr special with her. And then this invention, the Joule cooler. This is great.
I invented the Joule Cooler, the first car vent accessory for staying fresh and cold between
That's
your
right.
legs while driving around on a hot summer day. This one-of-a-kind breezy
the boys
upgrade
cool.
device will magnetically snap
Or the
onto your
girls, you
car's
can throw
vent
it down your
and use
shirt,
our
ladies.
directional head that easily slides under your shorts. Then just crank up the fan speed and live your best life feeling crisp all summer long.
That is great. There wasn't an ordering link, so I'm sorry. I definitely wish that we could bring that to the world. That's awesome. All right, we're going to take a little break and pay some bills, and then we'll be back with the Tools and Men of the Week. So stay tuned right here on Man Tools.
So on my way over here, my brakes made an awful noise, and the last time I got them done, it was so expensive.
You should go to EXO AutoWorks. They did a great job on mine, and it was way cheaper than anywhere else I've been.
That sounds great. I need to get their number from you.
At EXO AutoWorks, we offer the best price on brake service in town. We include brand new brake pads, rotors, and hardware, which saves you money and gets you on the road faster. See our website for a full list of our services. Call EXO AutoWorks today.
This is Vinny. He loves his beard. He loves his woman, and she loves him. But Haiti doesn't like the look and feel of his beard. Wait a minute. What's this? It's Day Liquid Tonic Beard Oil from The Beard Struggle. That's gonna alleviate dry skin and irritation. What you got now? It's Warrior's Beard Butter from The Beard Struggle. That's gonna make his beard soft and fluffy. And what's this? The Carbon X Heated Beard Brush from The Beard Struggle. That's gonna straighten those curls. There's more. The Voxter Beard Growth Accelerator from The Beard Struggle. That's to stimulate hair growth. The Beard Struggle helps to build relationships. Used by thousands of men worldwide. Order online now from thebeardstruggle.com.
Use the code TLANE15 for 15% off your order.
All right, the Tool of the Week, brought to you by Tool Barn, which carries all the top power tool brands like Milwaukee, DeWalt, and Makita. Shop toolbarn.com, but if you do, use our code or our link, toolbarn.evyyy.net/mantools, or use that, I can never tell where it is, that QR code down there. And it will help us out if you buy anything. So the actual tool of the week, like, tool, is this guy here, available right now at Tool Barn.
Guys, check out the new M18 Milwaukee inflator. That's a 12-0 sitting in there, and that's a display on the right, a little handle in the middle, and the pump on the end.
So this is available for
thing is pretty sweet.
$69 right now at
Tool.
Tool
Pretty
Barn.
small, very narrow, only 6.4 inches wide. Comes in at about 7 pounds, tool only. The hose is 36 inches long, so that's plenty of hose to get where you need to get. It features a true fill technology. What that does is auto pressure check feature activates to ensure PSI target is achieved. It automatically shuts off at selected PSI to prevent overinflation.
Very handy.
It's the fastest M18 cordless tire inflator tank, topping off a 33-inch light truck tire in under 1 minute. 4 presets, M1, M2, M3, M4 on the display here, allow you to store commonly used PSI. The thing is sweet, and it does not suck.
Well, in addition to that type of tool, we have some other tools. This here, these tools are some Black Lives Matter protesters who, maybe they have a case when, as they often put it, an unarmed black man is shot by the police. I think when that happens, yeah, that is outrageous sometimes. But in this case, the person they're protesting on behalf of was shot by police while he was firing bullets in an apartment complex, including bullets that went into this woman's apartment from an adjacent apartment. And she had 2 kids in the apartment with her. So, well, we'll just watch. So she's very reasonably upset.
It was a terror. I'm sure it was a terror. You're alive. Shut up.
In case you didn't hear that, that's someone screaming, "You're alive, so shut up." So because she survived, she should just think this guy's fine. And that it's a tragedy that he was killed.
Just let it go. Grief in silence. This is not okay. This is not a George Floyd situation. George Floyd was unarmed.
Yeah. This is not a George Floyd situation. This dude was shooting bullets into apartments.
He was unarmed. You're alive. Sorry. This is not okay. My kids have to deal with this and probably have a mental illness now because they almost lost their life. There's bullet holes in my kitchen because he sat in the fucking hallway watching my move. This family wishes this never happened. I wish it never happened either. I don't have a place to call home. I can't sleep that night.
She's obviously going through a moment.
This is not okay.
This is what they want to show on the TV. She's obviously going through a moment.
No, you guys want to be on TV. This lady has no interest in being on TV. She just wants you to get the fuck out of her apartment complex parking lot. Holy shit.
This is not okay. Just go home. Go home. There's none of you guys.
And she actually lives there.
I found that man's door to check his house. Shut up. He come to my house. Shut up. You're fucking alive. You guys did not come. He did not. You guys did not come and visit that man. This is not the time. This is not the time for the place. It wasn't. This is not the man. Get your ass. It's all man. Get away from me. Get away. No, because you think it's okay to get in my kid's in the car. My kid's in the car. My black kid is in the car. He killed me. He tried to kill me in front of my kids. He tried to kill me in front of my kids. He tried to kill me in front.
So yeah, those protesters are fucking tools. Now for our men of the week. You may have heard about this shooting at the Greenwood Park Mall in Indiana. Well, initial reports were within 2 minutes, but apparently it was within 15 seconds of the gunman opening fire with a rifle. This man, I believe that's a spelling of Elijah. It's very strange, but I'm going to pronounce it that way. Elijah Dickin was able to step in and prevent further deaths. He pulled a pistol, shot 10 times, and hit this motherfucker 8 from about 40 yards away. Holy shit. That is crazy. Within 15 seconds. Oh my God. That is incredible. This dude is definitely a real man. And he's 22 years old. He was carrying a gun with no permit because Indiana just passed constitutional carry. So no permit necessary. Now, some people are upset because the mall has a rule against carrying a gun. Well, fuck them. How about that? Fuck that mall. They're like, he shouldn't have had a gun either. Yeah, but it was a good thing he did. So go fuck yourself. How about that? Incredible. Incredible. 22 years old, trained by his grandfather in shooting, or at least introduced to it. Yeah, Michael, good. It's a good thing he did not follow the mall's policy. And apparently under Indiana law, it's not a crime to violate that policy. From what I understand, I'm not a lawyer. From what I understand, I guess there's a possibility of a civil suit, but what damages are you going to claim? You should have let this dude kill 40 people in our mall instead of putting him down after he killed 3. Like, so, good for him. Definitely a real man. And our second man of the week, it's rare that we have 2 men of the week, but this guy definitely needs to be in there as well. And I don't know what order to put these 2 in. But you might have seen this story as well floating around.
He's a Domino's pizza delivery guy, but on this day, he was serving up a large helping of heroism.
Yes,
when he
indeed.
drove by a home on fire, he did something that's usually a big no-no. He entered the burning building to save children trapped inside.
That's right.
There's nobody else inside the house, right? Lying on the ground, choking and gasping for breath, this man is being hailed a hero for saving a family of 6. Police body cam video captured the moment 25-year-old Nick Bostic ran from a
He
burning
apparently went in
home
twice.
carrying a 6-year-old child.
It looked like hell. If you can imagine what hell looked like.
Nick works in a pizza restaurant in Lafayette, Indiana, and jumped into action
Also in
after
Indiana,
seeing
damn.
the house on fire as he was
Indiana's
driving
fucking
by.
kicking ass.
He ran inside to help rescue the occupants, then ran back again to look for a 6-year-old who was still inside.
I took a deep breath. I ran down there, and I closed my eyes and I led with my hand, and I used my ears to sense out where the child was
Holy
crying
shit.
from. I snatched the baby up, put it in my arms.
He was exhausted and suffering.
Before we get dinged with a Inside Edition copyright thing. Wow. I think maybe Indiana's the state of the week. With both of these stories coming out of there. Holy crap. Fucking heroes down there. Well, that brings us to what's pissing us off. And what's pissing us off this week can be summed up in one word: Congress. So we'll get into that. So I wanted to bring this version of the story up first. This comes from CNN. I think it was like 15 Democratic lawmakers, including, as you can see there, Angela Ocasio-Cortez, Rashida Tlaib, and some other kind of squad type people, were arrested. And I'm not sure if that's even accurate. They were arrested protesting in front of the Supreme Court due to the Roe v. Wade decision, the overturning of Roe v. Wade, which, whatever your opinions are on if that was the right decision to make or whatever, the fact of the matter is, if anyone can do anything about it that actually matters besides jamming up traffic and protesting, it would be members of Congress. They can literally, the ruling is, well, there's not a federal law, so it goes back to the states. Well, pass a federal law. If you have a problem with that ruling, go do your job. But no, instead, these people like to engage in political theater, and you're about to see what I'm talking about. So this picture, it looks like she's being cuffed, right? Oh, by the way, it's like 100 some odd degrees in DC, and all of these Congress people are wearing coats because they literally just came out to hopefully instigate something like this and then get on TV and in pictures. They weren't actually out there all day with, these other people that have been protesting. So let's take a look at this from a bit of a different angle. So there they are doing some marching. I'm not sure where AOC is at this point, but now the police are saying that due to blocking like the traffic, it's no longer there she is. Housing works. I don't know what that has to do with. Oh, so no cuts involved. All theater. All theater. And instead of doing this, if she really wanted to codify, as they keep saying, Roe v. Wade, she could just do her job. She could introduce a bill. She could vote yes on someone else's bill that does the same thing. But it's all theater. All theater. Political theater. So that's the first thing that's pissing me off about Congress are these jackholes. The other thing that's pissing me off about Congress is I guess it made it out of at least the committee in the House, so it's going to go to the House floor. They've come up with an assault weapons ban again. So, should be seeing record sales of AR-15s because of this, because you may not be able to get one for much longer. Right, Eric? That's right. So check this out. And here's what really pisses me off. As you'll see, these people have no idea how any of this shit works, yet they're going to tell us who do at least know more than they do. I mean, I'm not an expert on guns, but, I'm fairly well versed. They're gonna regulate this stuff when they have no idea how any of this shit works. So this fella's name who you're gonna hear speak is because I want to get it right. David Cecilien. I don't remember what state he's from. He's a Democrat. But check this out. The idiocy.
I move to strike the last word.
Gentleman is recognized.
Mr. Chairman, I rise in opposition to the amendment. What this stabilizing brace, which is depicted here, when attached here, it turns this weapon into an automatic weapon. It becomes a
No, it doesn't. It doesn't do that.
Bump stock. And so it will allow that to essentially be fired like an automatic
No,
weapon.
it doesn't. It doesn't do any of that.
And that's the danger. So I have to very strongly oppose the amendment.
As it's called, it's a brace that stabilizes it. They're showing what's known as an AR pistol, and then they sell these braces that turn it into a rifle, which there's such nonsense with this, the distinctions here. Some of these, depending on how big they are and stuff, some of these are considered short-barreled rifles. Some are considered pistols, and then sometimes the ones that are considered pistols, I don't think can come with that stock or stabilizing brace, as it's called. But from what I understand, it's legal to buy one aftermarket and then tack it on there, and now it's in effect a rifle.
And I yield back.
So this dude's a fucking idiot. He's a fucking idiot. None of that is true. It doesn't do any of that. So here's a nice little rebuttal from one of my favorite Congress critters, Mr. Thomas Massey.
Back.
Gentleman yields back. Who seeks recognition?
I seek recognition.
What purpose does the gentleman from Kentucky seek recognition?
To strike the last word.
Gentleman is recognized.
The Democrats are so zealous in their rush to ban everything related to guns and every gun that exists that I'm afraid Mr. Cicilline has his gun features mixed up. He just described the arm brace, which is used by people who have a handicap to help fire a pistol. He just described it as a bump stock. It's neither a stock nor a bump stock. And I think it's important that if you're going to ban these things, that you actually understand what you're banning.
That thing doesn't do the thing he says that it does. He's full of shit.
The picture that he showed, everybody needs to know.
So he's either ignorant or he wants to promote this idea that stabilizing braces do something that they don't. I don't know which. It could be both. And I don't think he gives a shit. He just wants it banned. It's scary looking.
Not a bump stock. It's an arm brace for firing a pistol from the wrist, and it's not made to increase the rate of fire of the firearm. It's not made to simulate automatic fire. It's made to stabilize the grip of a pistol, and that's all it does.
So, yeah, Congress pissing me off. So I need to let off a little steam. So I'm gonna play. To do that, I'm gonna play some Tin in the Bin.
Tin in the Bin.
All right, let's see. I'm gonna get this eventually. I think the secret is the arc. Oh, that is the closest one I've got so far. I am improving. I am definitely improving. All right. If I finish this one off by the end of the show, might take another shot. Let's see. We'll get into some his story, and again, if I finish this off, then we'll play some more Tin in the Bin.
First on the flank, get it started, get fired at it, right?
So an unusual week in his story. I only found really, I guess, a work week of his story. We got 5 days. So kind of a short one, but let's see. We'll get into it now. July 22nd, so tomorrow. Yeah, nothing happened today. At least nothing that I cared about looking through it. July 22nd, 1934, American gangster John Dillinger is shot dead by FBI officers outside of a Chicago cinema. And back then, well, I don't think they do it quite like they did back then, but they used to just display bodies of bad dudes like this. There were some other pictures where it looked like the public could just come in and look. So, pretty wild. Let's see, July 23rd, 1885, President Ulysses S. Grant dies of throat cancer at the age of 63. Well, former president at that point, he had finished his terms. July 24th, 1847, the first members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, also known as the Mormons, arrived in Utah, settling in what is now known as Salt Lake City. July 25th, 1978, the first test tube baby, Louise Brown, is born in Oldham, England. And finally, July 27th, 1777, the Marquis de Lafayette arrives in New England to help the English colonies that will soon be known as the United States fight their war of independence against the British. And for no other reason than the French hate the English. They didn't really care whether or not we had an independent country. They just really didn't like the British. All right. I am going to finish what's left of this, and we'll take another Tin in the Bin shot. All right, one more. All right, I lied. One more.
10 in the bin.
All right, here we go. I was off by basically the same amount, just on the other side. I overcorrected. Well, we want to thank everybody for hanging out with us tonight. We appreciate it. This Saturday at 7 p.m., you can catch Eric with Facing Forward. I don't know, should I plug him when he's not here? Should I plug his gigs when he's not here? I'm not sure. All right, well, we'll hook him up. This Saturday, 7 p.m., Facing Forward rocks at Rookie's Tap House and Eatery down in Fountain, Colorado. Check out their Facebook page for details. Members only, out now, has been out for a while. Our episode on gun control and mass shootings is available. Coming soon. As I mentioned earlier, we will watch and comment on the film What is a Woman? Hopefully with a guest woman. Would make it a little more interesting than just a couple of dudes. You'll be able to get both of those, the gun control one now and What is a Woman when we're done shooting it, by becoming a subscriber on mantoolsminions.locals.com for just $3 a month. It's a good deal. We'd like to thank our sponsors, EXO AutoWorks and Harmonic Studios, Crafts by Carolyn Lane, The Beard Struggle, where of course you can use the code TLANE15 for 15% off your order, Madrid Maintenance, Tool Barn, of course use our link to purchase power tools and support us, and Credit Nerd, which if you use the link for them and sign up for some credit monitoring, that will help us out as well. Thanks to you for watching and or listening, and of course please check us out on the web at mantoolsmedia.com, and you can get all of our social media by going to our links. That's links.co/mantoolsmedia, and we will be back next week. So, good night, everybody.
Hello, podcast listener. My name is Barrett, and along with a couple friends, Zach and Trent, I host the All About Nothing podcast. A weekly discussion about news, entertainment, politics, sports, and more. We give our honest opinions about the information that's most affecting the world. Sometimes serious, sometimes funny, but never not interesting. It's the All About Nothing podcast with Zach King, Trent Clark, and Barrett Gruber. Get it wherever you listen to podcasts, or visit theallaboutnothing.com for links. The All About Nothing podcast. It's likely to be the best part of your week.